spend the week with me as I balance my 9 to 5 with my 5 to 9 as a fully remote employee working in the tech industry, and I have a 1-year-old.
Good morning. So it's just about 5:30. I've been up for about 15 minutes. This is usually my me hour where I can work out, get some Pilates in. Let's get my day started. First, let's check a couple emails. Is actually being watched by a family member, so I will have to go get him in a little bit. Just had a snack and another espresso because it's that kind of day where we're gonna have multiple espressos, so I'm gonna go get him soon. I honestly don't know the last time that I took like a quote unquote like lunch break, but I normally just grab a snack and work through whatever I'm doing while I eat. And because if I have to do anything for the little guy, I just kind of count that as like my quote unquote lunch. Make sure that I am doing everything I need to do for work. I want to make sure that that is my priority during the day. I'm gonna get some more work done. On days where I have no meetings, it means no makeup. I like to give my skin a break. I am having to work a little bit longer. I just have a couple other things that I need to get done. It means it is just me and my little guy. My hubby is also working remote today, but he is still working as well. It means that little man is independently playing, but try not to beat myself up too much about it. But I am covered in stains still, which thankfully I didn't have any meetings today, but I think that's just kind of the reality of having a 1-year-old and working remote. I should explain that the reason I am working late today is because normally I wake up around 5:15, 5:30, and I can get about 2.5 to 3 hours of work in before the little guy is up and before we have help come. And today he got up around 5:30 and I did not get to have any time yet at that point to get any work done. As is life. I mean, as much as we try to plan schedules and everything for them, it is what it is. I like to consider our life a little bit more like controlled chaos. Hence the stained shirt, the no makeup, but it was still an okay day. It was just started off a little bit more chaotic than we would have anticipated or wanted, but I would still choose a chaotic morning with my little guy than not. So learning to balance. I think that's the best way to describe motherhood. All right, so I am finally done with work. Really nice out today. I think it's like 50 degrees, so the little man and I are gonna go for a walk and just enjoy being outside since it's so nice. Plus, we have a trip coming up that I need to be walking more for. So it's kind of a little training for that too. Good morning. So I just finished up Pilates and I can hear the little guy starting to move around. So we're gonna get him up, get him some breakfast, and continue working until we have a lady that comes this day and she brings her little one too, and they just play for a couple hours and hang out before he naps so I can work. Let's go get him. Is there an awake boy in here? Good morning, baby boy. Let's get this little guy some breakfast. Try to cut everything for him at the table so that he can see it and kind of just understands like to ask for more or to tell us when he's all done, and for him to understand that like food does not just
show up ready for him to eat. This morning he's having scrambled eggs and half a banana. I am still pumping, so I'm gonna go and turn the camera off so I can spend some time with him while he eats and pump. Just done pumping, but I don't know that I've talked about this on YouTube before, but I was able to donate to a mother's milk bank locally that provides milk for NICUs and hospitals and mothers to just reach out in general. It was an extremely emotional experience. I am so incredibly grateful that I was able to do so. My mom went with me when we went to donate. Yeah. A book. Thank you. We'll read it in a second. I was able to donate a little over 200 bags of milk. And, oh, thank you. You're welcome. Here you go. Just kind of touches my heart that I was able to help other families. We had some time when our little one was in the NICU where we had to use donor milk. So I wanted to be able to kind of give back and kind of pay it forward. And if you saw me, we do baby sign language. So we say thank you, you're welcome, eat. We're gonna take a look at this book before I hop in the shower and start getting ready for the day. This is by far the best thing I ever thrifted. If I need to hop in the shower and I'm home by myself, or if he is up early before whoever's coming to help us or is coming to help pick him up, we use that so that I can get work done and I'm not holding him, or, you know, I can have a human moment to myself. Honestly, it's the best money that we ever spent, and being able to find it thrifted is just great. So I'm gonna hop in the shower. The person that watches our little one is here now. I have my breakfast. I'm getting to solely focus on work instead of kind of balancing mom and work at the same time. This morning and most mornings I actually have the same breakfast. I'm a creature of habit. It's egg whites with kale and onion, mozzarella cheese, and salt and pepper. Today's work from home fit. I love a pants romper. I'm trying to get better at doing my hair every day. I definitely got stuck in the first year that our little guy was here, of doing a slick back bun multiple days a week. I just think it just looks classic and it looks well kept and just nice. But I do have curly hair. I put a little bit earlier of what I do when I do wear my hair curly, but I definitely relate to the Irish curls thing where it's super curly on the top, and then as you kind of get underneath, it is lackluster to say the least. But I just got my little guy a snack. I got myself an espresso. I have a mocha pot. I do honey lattes. Beautiful. I grabbed myself a couple dates, and we make homemade granola. This one is a little too crumbly, so it doesn't look as great, but we put chia seeds and peanut butter and oats in them. They are really good. And I have a call in about 8 minutes, so I'm gonna have my snack and join my call. And after I am done working is to be doing kind of a refresh on a lot of the thumbnails on YouTube. Just got out of my meeting and I have a couple things that I need to take care of for internally, so I'm gonna get those done and keep on working. One thing that I am terrified of is having a desk job, is that I'm gonna get that like hunch and my head's gonna be way forward. Still, like, I'm trying to be hyper conscious of like standing with better posture. All right, I have about an hour left of work. The people that help us with the little man just left. I'm gonna have another snack and grab an espresso again. Hopefully be able to get my last hour of work in while he's still sleeping and while we don't have help, and then we'll be spending a little time with him before I start my 5 to 9 work and fixing up some editing. For the most part, we edit all of our photos in tjis. You can see these are just images that I've used for any kind of social media in the past. And then click edit. And then I will choose, I really like the vintage editing color change. Then we just click up top, click the checkbox. You have to click back in and download it. And then I'll use those as my background. For a while, I was really into Adobe Express, but lately I have been way more into Canva, and I just made this one. This is my map that I used for my background. And then this is the image that I use for my kind of like account or profile picture. And then I am going to add in words. I don't know exactly if I want to title this the same as I will show you. This is what it used to be. Of course, you can see the views are very low on that one. So I'm going to just change it up and see if that helps it at all. So today there was a pretty quick turnaround between my 9 to 5 and my 5 to 9. My little guy's been asleep since the lady who helps us has left, and I have a Zoom for a makeup masterclass beauty lookbook for LTK. I started doing LTK, I believe it was in November. I actually really like their app, but they sent out an email to all creators with some information to help with setting things up if you ever share any kind of beauty content, which I dabble in. I'll give you a little workday fit. This top actually has matching shorts. It's quilted, super soft. It's from Cupshe, but I didn't want to put the shorts on because it was 38 degrees out this morning, but we might be going to the driving range later, so it'll be super cute and comfy to be outside in the sunshine. All right, so one of the benefits about working remotely is that I can work from coffee shops, and even with a little one, my mom sometimes has them during the day, so she'll come with us and they'll bring quiet toys or coloring pens, and I hang out next to them and bring coffee and bring snacks and just a different environment, and then it's still quiet. And of course, these are days where I don't have meetings on my schedule, but they're sometimes my favorite days. So I am gonna get some work done at my laptop setup. I'm gonna log into their Wi-Fi and get to going. So this is one of my favorite coffee shops. I have done daily vlogs about being here before. This is Cafe Candid in Wexford. And it's just super cute. So I just went up and got it's an oat milk cinnamon piloncillo, which they said was kind of like a cane sugar latte. It's so cute. Skiers. So I'm just gonna taste it. It's good. It's a hug and a cup. It's giving me very fall vibes. I know, like clovey. But it's very good. I'm gonna get back to work. Work from home fit. It's a long sleeve from crop top from ASOS. These are overalls from Amazon and slippers. And I'm trying to do better. Like I said the other day, I do my hair every day. So today, just a long braid. But at least I did it. Let's get to work. So not sure if you can hear my little guy in the background. He is not thrilled that it is nap time. I think this is part of the reality of working remotely and being the mom of a 1-year-old that does not go to daycare. We have help that comes, watches him at our home, for 8 hours a day. My job and my focus is my work. And it definitely gets hard because I hear him cry and I can't do anything about it. 1, because he needs a nap. And 2, because even though he's my son and he is always a priority to me, my main priority at this time is work. So I'm not the one that can help him and soothe him, and that can be difficult, but we're making through it. I think that if you are a mom and you are either entering into this phase, if you're pregnant right now, or you're ending maternity leave, or you're thinking about having kids at home with you and having somebody come in and help during your working hours, the main thing is just being good with your time will really help. But it's definitely doable. Definitely can also be very emotional, but mentally, I need to be a successful person, and without that, I kind of feel lost. So this is what we found that works best for us, and what it works best for everybody is different.
If I am able to end work before Chris leaves work, then I will start dinner and kind of just get everything situated. We usually eat buffet style and make our plates. We find we don't overeat as much if we do that. So tonight on the meal list is roasted cauliflower and meatballs. So I have the cauliflower already in the oven. The meatball meat, it's turkey tonight, needed to defrost a little bit, so it's in the microwave, and then we're gonna mix it up, get everything baked, and I think everything should be ready right as Chris gets home. I am so thankful that I can do this for my family and that I have time, and it's not every day that I get to fully make dinner for my family. Sometimes Chris does that, but we make a pretty good team. So today has been busy so far. I've been up and working since about 6 a.m. My mid-morning snack, I'm having some dates and oatmeal with peanut butter and honey and cinnamon vanilla. Tastes like a cookie and chia seeds, so good. Made an espresso with my mocha pot. My mom is here to watch little guy. It is his favorite day of the week. Also, when she's here, I am chopped liver. He wants almost nothing to do with me. It is nice to hear them just kind of giggling and playing as I work. Work from home fit. Just a thrifted button down and some leggings. I like to wear a collared shirt just because I never know if I am gonna have to jump on a Teams call or kind of what the plan will be for the day. So it just kind of makes me feel a little bit put together, but it's still comfy. Also had a little bit of extra time this morning though, while my mom was here, where I was able to make the little guy smoothies. It will fluctuate what kind of milk we use because we were nursing, so we were using breast milk, but now since that journey is over and he only gets it at night, we've been trying whole milk, we've tried Lactaid, and then we put in about a cup of strawberries frozen, 3 figs, and just blend it up. And then we use the Hakka smoothie. Well, I don't know if they're called a smoothie. I think they're just called Hakka pouches, but he loves those. And I really think that that helped him use a straw. And it's nice to have something like that prepared for when somebody watches him, whether it's here or he's going somewhere else, where I can batch make a bunch of them and I can give him that and the batch made granola bars that I have. And he's set for at least one snack, and it's kind of super easy since it can be all made at once. So we just put the little guy to bed, and we actually have a trip coming up. So tonight's 5 to 9 is actually going to be more researching for our upcoming trip. We already have our flights and our stays and our transportation booked, and we just need to look into kind of where we want to park the car for the airport, as well as some excursions. So I'm gonna spend some time with my hubby doing that. He's work from home fit. It's another pants romper and a crop top from ASOS because they are so comfortable. So it is after 11:30 and I just finished editing our last vlog from our Disney trip. I
got the thumbnail done in Canva, and it was really fast and it came together so easy. And for whatever reason, Canva is saving this one as 4.5 megabytes, and I, for the life of me, cannot figure out why. So for the last like 45 minutes, I've been trying to figure out how to resize it, change its quality. I've never had this issue with Canva, and hopefully I get to bed before midnight. But I wanted to end the vlog here because I wanted to just say thank you for spending the week with me. And also I hope this was a nice kind of window into what it looks like if you have a 9 to 5 as well as a 5 to 9 and are working remotely, if that's something maybe you're looking to get into. I think the biggest thing is to be conscious of your focus and your time, and making sure that you also are not missing out on the little moments with your family. Hoping my tenacity helps you too. And if you have any tips for balancing these things, absolutely drop them below. Always here to learn and grow. So thanks, and see you in the next one. Bye.